and some of us really should know better and should be asleep. And yet here we find ourselves. I am in an unusual break from normality, particularly drunk. So yeah, so we'll see how this goes down. But yeah, jolly times indeed. What am I doing with this buttons? Oh yeah, I know, I want to watch myself. No, I went out for a drink, you know how these things go. So here we find ourselves, but it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Oh, that's very close. Oh, I like the low, what's the medieval links? The low bejibble jobbles. So yeah. Oh god. Right. I'm determined to do an hour's worth of coding. That's what I'm looking for. It's annoying that you have to go via Unity Hub, and that's going to ask me a whole bunch of stupid questions. It's odd that they say the artwork is made with Unity. I mean, Unity's not really an art thingy. I mean, don't get me wrong, very nice. All the little lighty things. But I'm not really sure what they all mean. Because that seems to be a light source. Like actually as a source. Whereas that actually just seems to be... I don't know, like, it's slightly odd. I mean, it's all very clever. I mean, what even is it? God, it takes its time to load, doesn't it? My word. Anyway. Hello, my lovely, lovely friends. We find ourselves, as we so often do, at the wrong end of... What time is it? I don't know. It's certainly the wrong side of midnight. Loading up Unity with, I would say, a blood alcohol level that was certainly... Well, I certainly wouldn't be allowed to drive. So let's see if I'm allowed to drive Unity. Oh, come on, that was good. Who just logged off after that? That was unfair. I mean, at least say hello. So cruel. So cruel. Oh dear. Blah, 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 blah. Well, fine. I don't know why this takes so long. Like, I'm not doing this on purpose, I promise you. It's not some sort of flex. Is flex a thing? Flex is a CSS thing. Right, what do we got? Bloop, bloop, bloop. So let's say we are. I like to start my sessions with seeing where the hell I am. So apparently I have a penguin. And apparently, oh my god, I did some good work actually last time. So we're gonna dive in and then swim. Yeah, you see, look, hey, penguin, and then we can maybe pick up some fish. Whoopa, 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 whoop. No. So I think the first thing I want to do, I think the first thing I need to do is work out a nice way, because I don't want it to be a smooth tunnel like this, right? I want the pink bit. Oh, well, crash. So I think I want the oh my god, Jesus Christ. Whoopa. Oh god, this is hard. Okay, this is not a game to play with, well, let's say with my current blood alcohol level. I'm not really that drunk, but I've had, what have I had? Half a bottle of wine, and then a beer, or yeah, maybe, yeah, it's not that bad. No, actually, it's not that bad. I feel quite drunk. Oi! Right, I think, at least there were no spirits, you know, that's when stuff goes wrong, when you start having shooters. I don't know why I keep doing this. Right, anyway, so look, the first thing I need to do, I think, is get the old underwater zone manager and get the script up. And then I will not be talking to my good friend Claude. Oh, I might talk to my good friend Claude actually. Because I think my chippy choppy choppy chippy choppy chippy friends. No one cares about your opinions. Oh dear. God, I'm knackered. But that's not going to stop me. I'm going to do some sodding coding if it kills me. So you'll generate a terrain chunk. I'll generate your terrain chunk. Oh, generate tunnel chunk. Yes, here we go. So that did all that crizzle bizzle. That's all great. I love a tunnel chunk. But now we need a generate terrain chunk. Now the problem is my chippy chirpy choppy chippy choppy chippy choppy chippy choppy friends. That's a tunnel chunk. Then we shove that in here, right? We shove that in there, don't we, my loves? Now what do you think in generate terrain? This is merely in charge of dicking around with the surface. So I need to do something clever with this seed so that we've got two different seeds in here, right? Now I've got ideas, but I don't want them to be too close to each other because I fear that they might be the same. So how do I turn one big seed into two smaller seeds? Because the thing is, I want the seed to be consistent for speedrunners. I know, but like, if you're going to do something, you may as well do it properly. So I think, so we need something which is float ground seed. Oh dear, equals some okay. I want to use a seed. How do floats work in binary? See, I'm just going to ask my old friend Claudia McClaudeface, because Claudia McClaudeface sign that's interesting. That's also interesting. I don't think I'd ever use floats, but does every now, if you know the answer to this number, map 1 to 1 to a float. God, I thought it might be. Okay, so this will work because it. Okay, so for any arbitrary 32-bit number, will have a 32-bit binary. Will have a direct float representation. We'll have one at least one and also only one direct float representation. I'm thinking of taking every other bit in my seed to generate sub-seeds, and then filling in either a trail of zeros or ones. A tail is it, so I'm filling either in tail or zeros. Will you understand what I'm getting at? Well, it's taking me 330 tokens. That's honestly, I do kind of see this as a sort of competition with myself to see. I know what bit multiplexing is. Filter matters a lot for floating to approach. Further, there's a float's low percentage about zero values cluster towards round numbers in that float ridge. Oh god, it's so clever. It's ridiculous. No, I just didn't have any ideas. No, I'm not trying to avoid anything. I thought it might work. And also interested in how floats are actually stored. Happy to go with a canonical solution. But I want the results for both sub-seeds to be, what's what I'm looking for? There's a nice word for this. Nah, not procedural. God damn, what's what I'm looking for? To be, you know, it's a word. It's a word. It's a good word. Don't judge me. God, did I just do that live on the internet? Eh, mamma mia. I'm feeling very Italian suddenly, but I want the results of both sub-seeds to be, god damn it, deterministic. There we go. Ooh. I don't know what any of that means. I love the fact that you're giving me examples. Alright, I'm going to go and look at this. So, this is a thing that you're now saying. God, this is... No one's ever going to understand this crap. What do you want? Examples. Hash code struct. Blah, 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 blah. Caveats. Blah, 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 blah. Wow, that's a lot of shit. Well, that's exactly not what I want. So the hash code is right, fully determined. Well, hang on. Well, you just said that. I want it to be deterministic across different installations on different computers. For, what's the word I'm looking for? Speed running purposes. So I presume that means hash code dot combine is out. Well, exciting stuff. Feel free to join me, say something, say hi. Okay, great, right, fine. So, int subseed, so you can be a private static. Private. Oh my god. Private. Static. Oh, I don't need that because none of that's reference. It's obviously static. Right, so what does this do? So, HUINT, what the fuck's UINT do? Oh, unsigned integer, C times index times blah. Okay, I need to understand this a bit better. So, is the just arbitrary? Or does it have does it have a specific meaning? You got to ask the thing. I'm just learning. It's not arbitrary. It's because right. It's odd. Required. It shows its code problems too. Blah blah blah. Oh my god, are you kidding? How do you know that? Right, I'm going to type that into Google and actually see if you're telling me porky pies. Bloink, bloink for hash. Oh my god, are you actually having a douchebagging... Oh, fuck you, Claude. I mean, I don't mind it being smug, wrong, but I hate how much more it knows about everything than I do. It really gets on my juice bags. I don't know what juice bag is. Alright, yes, smarty ass. You're a well-known winner. No, I'll happy, like... Yeah, I'll go golden ratio. Just for marketing. I don't know why I'm talking to this thing. This is how drunk I am. Oh dear. I'm so glad you understand. Alright, so like that's the golden ratio one. Alright, are you serious? Are you talking absolute bulls? That's incredible. We do live in the future. God, I love the fact that I'm using... So this is actually a human has written this. Oh my god, a human wrote this about 1 billion years ago. Before AI was a thing, my friends. As if we can imagine something. I'm definitely a human. I am as full of... That is absolutely crazy. God, some people are so unbelievably clever. Is that the one you first gave me, 9E3? 3779B9. Well, that's the one. What? Oh, 3779B1. Alright, so this is really what we're after, is it? Okay, fine. Well, that's very interesting. Alright, fine, I believe you, stupid machine. Alright, and what's this business about? That looks like a really big number. There's just a multiple. Oh no, it's not a multiple, just an exponent of 2. Just to something minus 1. I need to know. Ah, okay. What, are you kidding? Well, I would disagree with that statement. I would say 69 rounded down to the nearest odd number is 69, but or 67. Rounded down to the nearest odd is or surely okay, so you're sure about the numbers. You do a quick search to check these are correct. Well, if in doubt, ask it to search the internet. Use the internet. How do you calculate it directly? Oh, up yours. I don't have Python. I do have Python. I don't have Node either. I do have Python. Oh, you're going to do it in PowerShell? Oh, you're such a gangster. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes, please. It's just madness. Right, good. Then those are just equivalent across the 210 domains, 210 bases. Okay, I'll believe you this time. Thousands wouldn't, but I'm bored of your nonsense. So 3779B9, it seems to be the important one. 3779B9, and that's a number that you earlier told me was something else. Two 644357669. The thing is, Claude, that's not sloppy. It's just wrong. You weren't sloppy. You were wrong. How do you know the thing? Phi, val, pow, 232, right host floor, blah. Oh, I see. And what do we get out of that? 232 is that shite. The floor is that. That is that. Which means that is that. And this is not that. This is that. Okay. Uh-huh. 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 No. Oh, but that's that and that. Okay. Alright, I'm confident enough that you're not talking bollocks. So 265443769, 26544356769, and then the 99B9, 3779B9, 3779B9. Okay. Okay, so we got that. So now we want the ground seed equals sub seed. Seed. It's not a seed, it's not an int. I'm sorry, the seed isn't an int. What? No. Well, that's wrong. What do you mean? No. What? And that's 1. You went exactly. But my initial isn't an int, I think. Is it? I don't think it is. Oh, where kind of seeds come from? A float. I can probably change it. Yeah, you have a look. So where's my seed come from? Random range gives a float, doesn't it? Or does it not? Yeah, it's a random float. It's not in there, it's in the underwater zone manager. It's in... I know that. I don't care about that, you douche womble. Since users use a float lost into FBM, you have two options. Change it to end everywhere and cast a float when passed to FBM. Does it? Yeah, let's go option 2. Option 2 works for me. Oh god, I mean, it's just so nice to use Claude. I mean, like, I feel like I'm not, like, it's just doing stupid shit for me here. So I don't feel too guilty. But on the other hand, I feel a bit guilty. Yeah. I don't know, am I cheating? Like, I know what it's doing. It's just like asking a junior developer to do it for me. But then at the same time, it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope where suddenly ceiling seed equals subseed seed 2, and that's that. I don't know, the whole thing makes me grumpy. So that needs to be a float coming out of it. So what did you do now here? We got a float. Well, I don't want it to be an int, I want it to be a float, you douche wombats. I'm not sure I want my seed to be a float, come to think of it. I don't want, no, hang on, hang about. I don't think I want my seed to be a float for exactly the speed running replication reasons. Does it make a difference? I don't even know if it does make a difference. Yeah, change float to int. Yeah, do that. Do all of that. Refactor for me, bitch. Yes, those things. All of those things. Off you trot. See, I understand it. I'm an adult. I don't know, like, oh, am I cheating? God damn, I feel a bit like I'm cheating, but I'm old. And I kind of feel like if I'm not typing it myself, I'm a bit like your grandmother. You know, like, she's like, oh, I wouldn't use a knitting machine because I like to do it by hand. And it's like, well, yeah, Granny, but like, if you've made the pattern, you can just slide it into the knitting machine and save yourself. Like, you can make all of us jumpers. All of us can have jumpers, Granny. She's like, yes, but it's not the same because it's not made with love. I don't care if it's made with love, Granny. If it's got your face on it and it's warm in the winter, I'm down. I'm down to clown. I'm down to clown, Granny. I don't know. Maybe I'm turning to my own grandmother. Oh no, it's much better if I do it by hand because then I've really toiled over it. It's very puritanical. It's a very Christian perspective. Not there's any, I'm not. This is not that sort of channel, but it is very sort of puritanical, sort of like, you know, you've got to do, you know, if you're not suffering, it's not good enough. And I don't, it's not true. Well, then why have I got an error, you dick wombat? Well, that's wrong. What? Ah, can we change the random dot range? I would actually prefer random dot range on line 31 of UZM to be int. I don't know, like, yeah, no, fuck it. I'm not going to be your grandmother. I'm not your grandmother. I'm old enough to be your grandmother, but I'm not going to be your grandmother. I mean, aside from the else, I'd have the tits for it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, whatever. Look, just get on with it, you douche wombat. I'll change blah 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 blah. Yeah, whatever. I don't really care as long as it makes sense at the end of the day. That's still a float. I don't want to. How is that now a float? What the tip 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 tip? Are you kidding? What? What? So what? So just the fact that I put a naught F and an F in there. So you automatically know it's an int if I put ints in. So I cocked that up by putting these Fs in there. That was one of the first things I do. I did. I don't know Unity very. Sorry. I don't know Unity very well. I also don't know C# very well. Oh my god. So I've always wanted that to be an int. I thought it was a fact of range. Was that would be a. But now that if it's an int to an int, oh, I'm such a noonie. God, I'm a noonitron. Maybe I want more than 1,000 though. Is there a problem with extending the range from 0 to, say, 1? No, actually, what's it more likely to understand? Okay. I think I'd like it to be slightly. Is there a consensus on this? On seed lengths. Internal range is as large as the type allows, so it's supposed to be blah blah, but the UI encourages short seeds by defaulting to small random values. People naturally gravitate to short moves, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see. But keep the random default so small. I don't know what that means. So just, yeah, okay, can you do that? Can you implement that, please? Because, I mean, I can always tell it to undo it if I don't like it, because I don't really know what it means, and it's just easier to see what it means. Well, that, I get that. Oh, I see. Okay, fine. Okay, yeah, I don't care about that. Fine. I'm not really sure why that actually made your point. Done full int range, and since for your use case, I'd go into as some range, but keep the random default small. I don't know what a random default means. What did you mean by random default? I know, look, I'm having a conversation with a fucking AI. The seed the game picks when the player doesn't enter one themselves. I was suggesting keeping that round player like, so players typically social while still allowing the full int range for players who want to manually specific. I do, but only as a perk for having finished the game. Yes, I see what you're getting at. I do see what you're getting at. Whereupon it would tell you the seed you had completed. So essentially, everyone would... I don't know, I'm making this shit up as I go along. Okay, good. Fine. Thank you. Excellent. Excellent Clauding. Brilliant. Alright, well let's actually now see if this works. So, now, he says optimistically, I should have different uppy-downies. That's a technical term, incidentally, for those of you new to game development. But uppy-downies is, I mean, look it up on Google. It's all the rage. You should be into your uppy-downies. So hopefully I'm going to have different uppy-downies on the tunnel. Are you ready for this? I know at least, well, I mean, according to my analysis, at least 2 of you haven't seen this before. So welcome to the joy that is Radical Penguin. Come on. Oh God almighty, I really need a better computer, but I can't afford one. And I'm old and rich. I mean, I don't know how anyone does anything anymore. Bloody AI. I mean, I'm also using AI to do the work for me. That's gone very wrong. Wow. No, that has not gone well. That has gone... Wow. Well, that's exciting. I don't think this has done exactly what the old thing was doing. Look at those numbers. Wow, how big does it go? I mean, I could be here for a while. Yeah. Yeah, that I think has been what I might call a disaster. No. No. So, apparently, numbers. That's all I'm saying, numbers. I understand what the problem is, and the problem is numbers. I don't entirely know. What am I doing? No, not you. Alright, you can piss off, and you can go back to Google. Alright, so, yeah. Oh, god damn. So I'm just trying to sort out my nonsense. Well, that hasn't gone very well, you stupid thing, because apparently seeds... No, I don't understand what the hell's happened there at all. But it's just a random number. Yeah, no, something's gone exceptionally wrong. Right, what have we changed? So we've got a ground seed. Have I put them in? No, that's all fine. And that's a random bobbins. Uh-huh. I mean, I can understand this number's a lot bigger, but, alright, fine, let's not. Let's do 0 to 1,000 and see what happens. Oink. I do not understand what just happened. Any advice gratefully received. I mean, I would have thought that the seed... I mean, the answer's still meant to be the but the output is still just between 0 and 1. Like, why? Have I been dumb? I don't think I used the seed anywhere else, do I? What the actual bobbins? I'm sorry, what? The what? If you were a penguin, where would you be? What the hell's going on here? How is this so completely buggered? Did I cock up? What? Have I... What? 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 Ah? Ooh. So, what? Do I use the seed anywhere? Oh, well, apparently I do in here. Oh, hello, Vicar. Well, you think this might be the problem. Now in here, I got a seed as well, haven't I? I got a seed in there, haven't I? No, generate surface. Get the seed in there, my lover. So what? What you talking about? What you talking about? I'm from Gloucestershire in England, so I'm not being racist. I'd just like to make that very clear. I'm allowed to talk like this, because this is how I grew up. What's that, my lover? Oh, that's very nice, isn't it? Why you go sit over there? Oh, actually, suddenly I sound Welsh. But, alright, now I'm being racist, because I'm being Welsh. I have no business being Welsh. What? What the? What? No. What? I am terribly confused. What do you mean it's redundant? You're redundant. No, I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm so confused. I'm already in a bad mood. This was meant to be easy. This was meant to be like, oh yeah, baby, yeah, I got it, yeah, yeah, man, yeah, I understand, yeah, 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 yeah. Well, that's an integer. You're an integer. That's a number. You time. That's a lot of dicking it around. Are you sure about that? Really, that seems slightly unnecessary amounts of. That's a. Sorry. What? Hang on, what? On line 81? No, this can't be correct. Line 81 of terrain generator. Is that really meant to be raising 2 to the power of some enormous number? That can't be correct. I mean, that cannot be correct. Tell me you're wrong. Oh, is it? Oh. Oh, okay. Thanks. Well, Claude fucking told me. Alright. Alright. So that's a bitwise or it's a bitwise XOR. Oh, I see. So, okay. God, I mean, seriously? Alright, fine, that's all terribly clever. Then why the hell is my thing absolutely bugger tool shit? Alright, fine. I'll have you as an underwater chunk. Yeah, you will. What's going on there? And then we got more of the same here. Hang on, what? I am desperately confused. And where's my fish? Is that a fish down there? Why is the fish down here? That better not be a fish. What is that? That's the penguin. Oh, the penguin's got lost. Alright, that's fine. I can live with the penguin being lost. So where are my fishies? Alright, Mr. Fish. There's a fish. And there's a fish. Alright, fine. So everything's happening other than the fact that the ground is absolutely fucked out of the absolute what the fuck are you fucking fuck? You fuck. Have I done something stupid? I've usually done something stupid, but on this occasion I am slightly at a loss. So, what? Well, mesh me up, Buttercup. No, I don't care. I don't know what any of those words mean. I don't want a canvas. I want your mum. Right, come on. That's, no. Hello. What? No. Why not? I want to see it. Show me the mesh. Show me the mesh. Show me the mesh, baby cakes. Well, that's not. God. That's a big number. I mean, dem Tom big number. Dem big number. Oh, that's a big number. That is definitely not where I want my bound center to be. Where the hell's gone wrong here? So the tunnel, spoiler alert, seems to be fine. So the tunnel does its tunnel-y shit. We generate a tunnel, wherever the hell I generate a tunnel. I generate a tunnel in here. Oh, come on, you fart. Right, so generate a tunnel, bloink, generate tunnel. Love it. Excellent. All jolly good. So tunnel generated. We know the tunnel's working because then we debug said tunnel in over somewhere. Then we debug the tunnel. Love it. So then we do that. So something about going in here is dicking this up. Is it, and I'm going on a limb here, my subseed, because I'm suspecting it's a subseed. And yet, I don't know. Don't look at me like that. I wish I knew what you were talking about. I mean, it's obviously that, but what? Oh, did I do something stupid? You're a tunnel chunk. Ah, this seed. No? No, I don't understand. That's now afloat. Is that right? I don't know. Why are you being difficult? No. Oh, it's because it's negative. I think negative seeds might screw it up. I think I should go to 0 to max. Yeah, you should check the thing. Do that, you clever thing. No, I worked it out myself. I could have asked it. But I'm determined to continue using my own brain. Where were you thinking? Well, I might break. Well, the mesh is now huge, stretching up to the surface mesh is now huge, stretching up to oh god, really very big numbers. What is it? It is 1.23 e to the 10. I hate asking, I do, but I just want to get stuff done, and like, this is just me being an idiot about knowing how this stuff works. I promise you I don't spend most of my time using Claw, but I want to get over this hump. I don't know, I'm justifying, I don't need to justify it for yourself. Where does it? Yeah. Ah. Well, no, hang on, what? No. What? What, then why do I... So what is the canonical Perlin noise input range? What? I mean, what? Like, why did no one tell me there isn't one? Perlin noise is mathematical with full floats. The practical limit is just floating point precision. Once the coordinate is large enough, that adjacent float is more than noise tiles visibly or returns 10,000. Okay. So does that and is the fix on line 63 deterministic, or might it change on different OS? Because that's the sort of thing that operating systems do. They alright. I'll believe you. Well, I'll believe you, but I'm not convinced. Bet JavaScript will get it wrong. Alright. Oh, so the U is on the... Alright, well, let's see. Fine, I'll believe it when I see it, but whatever, what can you do? No, well that... Ah, there it comes. I don't know, I don't really believe Claude. It says things with such certainty, but then it often is just completely wrong. But then to be fair, I often say things with enormous... Yeah, but I'm human, I'm allowed to be wrong. So, like, I think the problem is that people expect me to be wrong. Oh, well, having said that, that has at least done what it says it's going to do. No, that has annoyingly kind of worked. Alright, but where's my, But my lovely little purple debug lines have disappeared, and if there's anything I love more than life itself, it's my lovely... Oh, god damn it. Oh no, that has worked. Okay, come on, purple debug lines. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that kind of... What do we think? Is that... So we've obviously got the main thing, but then around that... No, I think that has actually done what I wanted to do. Oh, that's astonishing. Look at me, I'm an expert in Perlin noise generator. Well, okay, I'm a beginner in Perlin noise generation. Oh my god, that was satisfying. Come on, you radical penguin. Oh no, that was shit, but that's because I'm old and stupid. I think even the penguin is still a bit too far forwards. I think the penguin could afford to be further back. Yeah, I think the penguin could afford to be further back. I'm not sure what advantage it had. Whoops. Yeah, alright, penguin, you're going a bit further back. So, on the Cinemachine, I think the penguin gets something in the thing with the offset. I think I'm going to go for, what is it? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to go for 12. Let's see what that looks like. Come on, penguin. It's exciting times. I don't want you to be like that. I mean, at some point, oh goddamn, I was going to do Parallax, and all I've done is dick around with bloody seeds. I had literally no... No, that's not enough. What, are you on drugs? 15? Oh, that is better. Okay, yeah, I think 15's better, right? Alright, fine. Because you want to see a bit behind you. You don't want to be, like, completely, like... But I think the more you've got coming up... Oh, that's actually... Wow, that is actually genuinely easier. Because I want it to be hard, you know? Or I want you to feel... Oh my god! Oh my god. I promise you, this is going to be next year's... decade. Big game. That was deeply satisfying. I know it doesn't look like much at the moment, but I'm going to get professional artists on that. But that was genuinely deeply satisfying. I'm not even kidding. When you get it right, oh yeah, and then when you get it wrong, you feel like an idiot. Whoopa. Oh my god, and it's going to get easier as well, because you're going to get power-ups, it's going to make it easier. You better be looking forward to this. Alright, so 15, I think that's good. Right, so I think we can call that a win. So that is... Change penguin, camera position... and seeds and kind of an extend seed deterministically. Oh, I don't need to tell that, I know what it's fucking doing. An extend seed to surface generation. Righty ho. So now the big question is, can I? Usually I'd be drinking beer, but I was already a little bit drunk. So now I'm drinking water. I know, it's not very on brand. I recognise that. Right, so I think the next stage of this exciting conundrum is a background. Fuck it, let's do it. I have no idea how to do this at all. So, alright, down here. So what I want is a background. I mean, it's just a tiled background of, isn't it? Isn't it? I think. So then, and then every it owns it. I don't know. God, I don't even know how to start to do this. I don't think there's a canvas. I don't think there's any of these things. Alright, let's start with the create empty. That's a thing. Right, fine. Now you are going to be called, rename, background. And in you, I think you're probably going to have multiple children on multiple levels. So I'm going to have far background, and I'm going to have copy and paste that, or duplicate to mid background, and then I might even have a near background one day, but I don't care particularly at the moment. Mid background. Alright, great. So those are great. So those are things that exist somewhere. Alright. So that now needs to be a thingy-mabob, which tiles. How do I tell it how far to tile? Probably on the camera, because I could attach it to the penguin. But if I attach it to the penguin, in fact, now I think about that, what is attached to the penguin? No, so the penguin just deals with itself. So it's this that then says, you get the penguin. Okay, yeah. I think I have, yeah, this seems to be a reasonable place to put it. So then I'm gonna have I see. Do I see? I'm not sure I do see. So what I probably want is depths that are multiples of 2. Or like, yes. So I want depths that are multiples of, not multiples of 2, I mean exponents of 2, powers of 2. So I want depths that are the exponents of powers of 2, or even in fact powers of 3. I suppose that's the choice, isn't it? Depending on how far depending on how far away I want it to seem. But so 8. So this is going to go, hang on, twice as fast as 8. So that will seem a very long way away. That's okay. And then this will go slightly faster, but less faster than the terrain chunks. So what? This is coming to me slowly but surely. My brain will. So I want. There must be a nicer way of doing it though. Ah, yes, probably. So now, okay. So the background generator. So we'll have a background. Okay, bear with me. So we'll have a background script that will handle this shiz, and we just send it the chunk. That's a good idea. And then all the terrain generator, or the whatever it's called, the zone manager has to do is tell, no, because it needs to know what the position of the penguin is. Oh man, why is this all so complicated? Am I being pedantic? Am I being stubborn? I could just ask the internet. But I quite want to work it out for myself, because it's like Parallax is kind of fun. It's the sort of thing I should understand. You know, or at least I think I should understand it. So I kind of want to get it in my head. It's like, yeah, the Parallax. But it needs to move. And the penguin's going to move at different speeds, and it needs to be relative to the penguin. Relative to the penguin. Does it need to be relative to the penguin? No, it's relative to the background. What? I am so confused. Hang on, what? So is it actually terrain? Maybe it's part of terrain generation. No, it isn't. No, it isn't, because the terrain doesn't change when it's made. Yeah, it's only, so it's relative to the penguin. Alright, fine. So oh, I don't know. So penguin moves. As the penguin moves, it will update a background thing with its position. Alright, so what do you have as penguin? So you have a float, which is the X business, which is just a float. So as that changes, which happens every update, and that's a framey update, not an... I'm still working all this stuff out as I go along. You're gonna have to bear with me. So penguin moves, right? Alright, this makes sense. Alright, so update background? No, not update background, because handle background, because I'm not going to update it, because I'm also going to start with handle background, which is going to start with the player penguins dot transform to position. Okay, yeah, no, this makes perfect sense. So void update background. And we're going to have a float, which is penguin position, and then we are going to say debug.log penguin position. Now there's going to be quite a lot of this for the moment, but I can live with that. So we're going to generate the crane, and then we're going to update background, and we're going to put in player penguin dot transform dot x. No. O.position.x. Okay, so you can do that, and then you can also do that, and then I think we may as well now just say float penguin x equals this, just to make it a bit clearer what we're doing. You're a penguin x, and you, sir, are a penguin x. Right, so I reckon now we're going to have a whole bunch of penguin x's. I know it's not terribly exciting, but I'm just checking, because you go slowly but surely wins the race. Actually, that's just not true. I actually often enjoy just an absolute full-on fuck you refactor, but I'm just not in the mood today. I'm feeling a bit delicate. It's been a long evening. The cat's died. It's all been a bit of a palaver. I've probably drunk more than is sensible in one weekend. You see, I can't help but notice there's a distinct lack of update background going on. No, you noonie biscuit. Alright, fine. God, a numpty. Right, come on. Yeah, exactly. Do that thing. Reload. And let's see what's in the console now. You and your mama. Yes, that's what I want to see. A whole bunch of boring numbers. That's exactly what I want to see. Give me them boring numbers. Alright, so they are doing what I expect them to do, which is basically going up a lot, often. Okay, good. Yes, yes, good work, Penguin. That's interesting, actually. It's surprising how low the frame rate is. So what, we got 3 per... Doesn't look that slow. Well, maybe it is, actually, now I look at it. Come on, Penguin. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Bouncy, bouncy Penguin. Oh, go on, little Penguin. Come on, Penguin. Right, alright, anyway. Don't judge me. I'm allowed to have penguins. I love my penguin. I love my penguin. I need to name the penguin. Currently the penguin's name is Mr. Penguin, which, I mean, I think is quite funny. But I mean, I am very old, and so we think that sort of thing's funny. I mean, I think I'm the generation... God, I really am probably the generation that thought that Boaty McBoatface was funny. So, like, Boaty McBoatface, hilarious, obviously. If you disagree with that, then, I don't know, go and find another planet to live on. Also, Mr. Penguin, also deeply hilarious, but I do recognise it's a bit Gen... Oh god, I'm not going to tell you, but I'm not Gen Z, let's put it that way. Or even maybe Gen Y. But I'm very young. I'm very young, Gen X. Very young. Like, I'm very end of Gen X, so I'm not that old. God, how am I Gen X? What an absolutely appalling idea. But anyway, I was, you know, at one point Gen X was Gen Alpha. It was. I mean, I think we should rename Gen X as Gen Sigma, because, you know, like, obviously. Because we're the best, you know. No snowflakes here, just an enormous amount of repressed emotions, bigotry. Actually, we weren't that bigoted. We were actually pretty cool in that regard. But repressed emotions, I will give you, coming out of our ears. What the fuck am I trying to do? Alright, so, okay, so upgrade background. So, hang about. Is this something I want in here, or is this something I want to be a background manager? Alright, fuck it, let's just do it in here for the moment. Because it's easier. So, we will have a... Alright, fine. So we're now going to have, this isn't the material, this is now the ice material. Or tunnel wall material? Let's just call it ice material, I don't care. Alright, so before I do that, what is actually the current ice material? Because otherwise I'll forget what it is. So it is ice. Well, that makes sense, I suppose. So, materials, ice. Okay, great. So we'll rename that, and then we can put the ice material in there after it just throws it away. Like a discarded crisp packet? Alright. Well, no. Well, you're meant to have changed the name, you dick wombat. Well, you have to enter play mode. I know it doesn't. It's meant to be ice material, you dinkwingsel. You're a dinkwingsel. Oh, really? Alright, fine. Ice material. Ice material. I spoke to my children today. They're in England. I live in Thailand. I mean, my personal situation is complicated, but I mean, they're it's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. What, 2.5 and 5.5? No. You'd think I'd know how old my children were. Yeah, 2.5 and 5.5. That is correct. I know how old my children are. But they're not. I mean, they are my children technically, but I'm like their uncle because it's all terribly woke and modern. But I don't know. It's weird, man. It's weird having children. I mean, I don't like. I don't know. I mean, they're not even mine. Like, technically or legally. Technically, they are mine. Legally, they're not mine. But you know, like, take this shit seriously. But it was nice to talk to them. They like, it's weird because I live in Thailand where everything's warm the whole time. They went swimming in UK at 16 degrees, and they were just chatting, like literally their teeth chatting away. But they were like, "Oh, this is amazing! Oh, send a photo, send a video to William Wire." That's what they call me. But yeah, so their mum kindly sent me a picture of them just getting hypothermia, and it's just, I don't know, it seems fun. You know, a lot of mums would be worried about their children get hypothermia, but not their mum, which I love about her. Right, so what the hell am I doing? Has that now worked? I think that's worked. So we need another sort of boink. So now we need another material, but this one is going to be far background material. Now we're going to have mid background material. And what am I going to do? So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. So I think really all I need to do is move them, but they need to move like the penguin. So all I really need to do is change the background. Yeah, I mean that's not so hard. So, oh god, update background. So I need to make the background, assign that as a child to this. Yeah, because it's underwater, so it's all this thing's problem. So I make it, and then it's got and then we move it, and then so it's not dissimilar. I think it's very similar to how I'm currently handling the terrain chunks, but they move slower. I have to move them rather than them being moved. Oh my god, this is so complicated. Literally, I had no idea this stuff was so busy. I mean, like, literally, I'm just trying to put some parallax backgrounds in. Yes, I know, I could ask my friend Claude, but I'm not going to. Because I like to work things out for myself. So, nah. Not that I'm a child. Alright, so what? So I think in the awake, we are going to make what are I doing there? Generate train trunk. Generate train trunk does what? Oh, I'm not sure I like that now I think about it. This feels a bit like this shouldn't be over here. God damn, I don't think this should be over here. No, I don't like this. It's stupid. This is not this thing's job. Oh, god damn it. I keep realising that I've done everything wrong. That's all fine, because that's just pure... Is it pure? This doesn't implement anything, does it? No, that's just all pure maths. This is not pure maths. Quick maths. I think generate terrain. I think most of that... Oh, tits. I think that should be in this thing. And then in here, what we got here? We got generate, so then we got... No, because I don't like that. That's just stupid. So then we would do that. and then we return the surface object, and then we would add that to, yes, generate surface game object is what that should do. Yes, and then this, yes, it all makes perfect sense now. Alright, what? I've completely forgotten what I was doing again. So what did I just change? Alright, fine. I can live with that. So, the generate terrain chunk is now a private void generate terrain chunk. Yes. These are all unnecessary privates. Unnecessary privates. That's what my girlfriend says to me all the time. Right, blah 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 blah. Hang on, what? Well, this is here. What? Say what? So I think that should be a terrain game object. I don't know. Generate terrain chunk. Generate terrain surface. Uh-huh. I don't know, I'm so confused now. God, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. You really would think I'd know better by now. You really would think I'd know better by now. A lot to me, actually. Well, exciting times. Well, I think I'm going to have to suck up the fact that it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm too old for this shit. So, I haven't, it must be said, achieved quite as much as I would like. But I think I have to be realistic about my limitations. So, I will start to widen down this. I don't know. I mean, I did some stuff, just absolutely nothing to do with what I wanted to do. I don't really understand where the time goes. I mean, I've been doing this for an hour and a half, and what I've achieved. I mean, what have I achieved? I mean, generally, it's pretty tragic. I don't know. I mean, basically, I made this subseed thing. I don't know how that took so long. I really genuinely don't know how that took so long. I suppose it's all part of the process, but I mean, still, it's a bit embarrassing. And then... no, that really is quite depressing. Wow. That really is quite depressing. So, well, I'll come back to that tomorrow, I think. So, that really is absolutely miserable. I'm genuinely quite upset about that. Oh, whatever. I just don't understand how this all takes so long. No? It really is. I don't know. It's incredible, really. I do like all this private and public stuff, though. Right, anyway. So I think I will call this just a little bit of refactory goodness. Crazy, I tell you. Absolutely crazy. A little bit of name refactoring and deprivatizing. Alright, good. Absolutely demoralizingly difficult, this. It really is. I mean, who knew this stuff could be so complicated? So, a little bit of name refactoring and removing unnecessary. God, do you think I know how to spell that at this age? Unnecessary private. I don't know how you call that. Private assignations. Whatever, I think. Yeah. Alright, well, hopefully I'll be a bit more sane tomorrow. I mean, I'm not terribly confident, but what can you do? Well, I mean, I don't really see why it'd be any different. But, on the plus side, I do think it's beginning to, slowly but surely, it's beginning to come into it's coming to fruition. I mean, I called this the Parallax Conundrum, and I've spent the whole time just dicking around with seeds. Might change the name. Actually, I might change the name. Shh. Don't tell anyone. Yeah, I'm gonna change the name. You're in on the joke now, so you will always know, because I'll call the next one the Parallax Conundrum. Okay, I don't know, it is better because now this is wibbly wobbly rather than. Yeah, it is better. It still feels a bit like. I don't know, is it? I think this could use more. I think the numbers are too similar. Oh, maybe I want them to be absolutely very far apart. Do I? Oh, I'm so confused. Well, I'll look at this tomorrow. But I mean, it does seem a bit like they're still kind of in sync with each other, doesn't it? Like, are they, or is it just in my brain? I don't know, maybe it's so hard to tell. Maybe it is just in my brain. Humans are so good at seeing patterns even when they aren't there. This is the problem with being human. Well, anyway, it's a game. It does things. Things move forwards. And no one died. So I'm calling that a win. Anyway, in other news, it is definitely time for me to go to bed because I'm an absolute idiot. I should have gone to bed about 2.5 hours ago. So in the meantime, I shall be seeing you.